We have got to talk about what's happening with these new arenas. So at the point of recording this video, it is like, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours before this can be released. And this morning, today, I've had opportunity to review what's going to be put into the new arenas. And yeah, I think there's a lot to go over and a lot to talk about because it is going to affect players. It's certainly going to affect me. And I've got notes. We're going to go over what's been dropped with different milestones of arenas and ranks and stuff. There's some good news and bad news. So let's kind of begin with what we know to be fact at the moment. So the old arenas, which are going to be changing for some players, it is going to be more efficient, effectively, is what I'm going to be saying. And I've got like some notes and like pros and cons, which is going to be kind of like talked about in a minute. But let's look at what we've got currently. So currently, for those that are grinders and like doing the arenas, you have 5 arenas in operation. They're on screen right now. From Summoner Trial, 3-star arena, 4-star basic, 4-star featured, and 5-star featured currently. All of which drop a various and different amount of battle chips, units, and, well, Prem Shards. But like, I don't think that's the main thing. The main thing for players is the interest in battle chips and units. Let's face it, that's the only thing. If you're kind of new players to the game, grabbing arena boosts, and I would say arena boosts do help, and always use your arena boost if you want to get to milestones. And that's something that I will be kind of like advocating for, especially because the old arena to the new arena will affect players a lot. Now, we talked about the way that things are going to change. The new arena structure, as confirmed by Kabam, is going to be like this, the following, so which is on screen right now. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out the spreadsheet, and it's going to be available on my Discord. I'm not sure which room it'll probably be. I'll probably put it into the announcements room if you are on my Discord, where I kind of announce all my videos. But this is it. This is it on screen right now. I'll zoom into each individual arena because that's going to be the thing. Players are going to be interested in what's going to be dropped in this stuff. So the Summoner Trial, or whatever it is your 1 to 4 stars you can use in the grind. For me, and I'm trying to always kind of like put you in a picture of like what I'm experiencing, because some players kind of play as well. In any given weekend, because of like stuff that I'm up to, maybe I'm busy, maybe I'm working, I can only put in about 5.5 mil. So 5.5 mil is how much I can put in. That's going to be quite important for my notes and the element of restrictions of what I can put in. The milestones have been extended to having 20. And you can get for 2.1 mil or 2.15 mil. You can get yourself, and if you've done all the milestones, you can get 13,750 Prem Shards. You can get 15,750 battle chips and 140 units. That's going to be quite important in a moment because, again, what I'm trying to do is give you my perspective of how this will affect me. And the thing is, if you're not an intense grinder but always can say, over X amount of time, you can grind X amount of points, regardless of over whatever arenas they are, you will either have success or you'll have restrictions, boo, in the amount of units and battle chips you can get from the new arena system if you are indeed grinding the same amount. But the other ones, the basic and the featured, these new arenas which are on screen now, they're exactly the same. So it doesn't matter like which one's which, it's just they're exactly the same in what they get from milestones. And again, it's good if you grind out these arenas because you're able to kind of like streamline your grind. But there are pros and cons to this. There's a great thing about this in any case. Grandmaster Crystal Shards are going to be in this. That is a massive plus for players to grab. And I'm really happy about that. But there are, as I said, there are problems. If you look at the comparison of the unit stuff, and I have done the calculations of these spreadsheets, you'll note right here. So there's actually a little bit more battle chips, not ridiculously amount increase, and as well with units. But as I said, it's streamlined. Rather than it being over 5 arenas, it is now over 3 arenas. So that's good. There's kind of like an improvement there. And I am happy. As I said, I'm really happy about these improvements. But as I said, there are like extensive restrictions to me, but I don't know if other players would experience the same thing. As I said, one thing I want to keep in mind is that over these arenas on a weekend, and as I said, if I'm working, if I'm doing stuff, if I'm busy, or there's content on that I need to grind, and say I'm not doing a unit grab, it's good for me to go into the respective different arenas. Like this weekend, I will have some time, so I've budgeted about the same time as I normally have to grind 5.5 mil, which I stretch out of doing the full milestones of the 4-star basic because it's pretty easy to grab 1.5 mil, and I can normally do that whilst watching a movie, and at the same time I'll do the 4-star featured up in 4 mil, so that is 5.5 mil total that I can grind. Now on the sums, and that's the thing as well, like to give you again the perspective, is on screen I've got my notes on the situation. So firstly, I normally do, as I said, 5.5 mil grinding, stretched over the 4-star, all milestones, 4-star featured, all 4 mil in the 4-star featured, which gives me 270 units and 30,250 battle chips, right? Under the new system, doing the arenas, I can get 160 units with 5.5 mil grinding and 19,750 battle chips. So if I'm looking at the same amount of investment, regardless of the fact, oh, Rich, you can do more milestones in some of the lowers. What I'm trying to say to you is that my time investment into various different arenas is going to have to be very on point with the usage of 5 stars and 4 stars, but mainly the 5 stars, because that's the important thing. Like I'll use the 5 stars in one of the features or the basic one, and then it's going to be into the kind of the lower one. So the problem really stems from doing here. So this is the lower one under the new scheme, under the new arenas, which you can see above there, the new arena scheme. So 1.4 mil there is going to be that point there. Yes, it kind of like, okay, well I could put another 100k in, but you know that doesn't get me to another milestone. The same thing with the other one. It's not there. So that's where I'm at. I'm at a point of going like, right, well if I did the same, as I said, this is the point for me. And again, people's other experiences may differ. But the extent of what I used to grind, or what I'm grinding up until, I was grinding up until today, was that I would do 5.5 mil and I'd be able to spread it evenly between 2 arenas to get the volume of units that I said under this scheme. So it just feels to me that this is going to have to be a big wake-up call to how I grind in future and the investment of time. Will I have to, as a result now, do all of this arena here, the kind of whatever it's Summoner Trials or whatever it's going to be called, and the basic in order to get myself 340 units? Is that how I'm going to be doing it, and like the extent of grind? I'm sure it will be possible, especially because I do have a stimulated 6-star roster to do the job. The biggest question will be like, again, like, well, how quick is it to get that? Is it going to be the same time frame as it took me to do the 4-star basic, which in my opinion is one of the best arenas for less effort of grind to maximum return, especially from the extent of like what I get back from it from battle chips, and as well the unit volume that I pick up as a result. And yeah, I'm not making any of this up. You will see this in a moment when it goes live. So I think I'm putting this out at 6 p.m. or 10 a.m. PST time, when everything kind of like goes out, new arenas and stuff. So this should be going out. There are some positives from this, and as I said, I will be doing the bullshit sandwich. So I'll be going over some stuff that's good and bad about this. One of the bits of good news is that the champion is within the actual arena itself. Now, as I said like last time, this was something that I said about, which is weird. I don't know if Kabam took something that I said or somebody else said or something, but I talked about the idea of like certain milestones that the 4-star basic or the 4-star featured actually be present in it, and you can actually get it. So Kabam, and I will give them credit that it's not totally shit what Kabam have done, but at least to say that they have actually added at a point of milestone grab the champion. So predictions and results are going to be obsolete. That's really it. This is good news. Arena, that means like I'll save some time on a Marvel Contest of Champions news on Mondays and Wednesdays to do arena predictions. To a degree, I think I'll still have to do the 5-star, but I won't be doing the 4-star featured anymore or the 4-star basic, because you can get them from milestones. That's absolutely phenomenal. So I'm really glad about that. But as I said, there is the fundamental loss. The other great thing about this is what you get from milestones. As I said, like, this is the bullshit sandwich. There's good and there's bad about this. So what is good as well is the extent of 6-star shards. The volume increases to what it is that you can pick up. So currently in the rank, you can pick yourself up from being position 1, 800 6-star shards, rank 2 to 300, 400 6-star shards, top 1% to 5%, 300 6-star shards, 200 on lower, top 11, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. So what happens elsewhere? Well, you can pick up a larger amount, especially if you're indeed position 101 to 500, you get 5-star hero plus 1,000 6-star shards. The same thing is for 1% to 5%, 1,000 6-star shards, and vice versa with the other one. Are you going to run both of those arenas at the same time? I doubt it, especially from the extent of time investment, so maybe it would feel like a bit of a restriction and a pain point if you're indeed doing that. So, what else is happening? What else do I feel about this? What's the good and the bad? Because the thing is, there is bad with this arena change. And as I said, this restriction is really with me and my experience, but I don't know if anybody else would experience the same thing I'm experiencing. I'm sure there will be people out there that will understand that they'll go, okay, so if I'm busy or I have X amount of points I can put in a weekend, say I've got 5 hours and these are the amount of million points I can put in, you may feel that if you did the sums and you broke down everything, you did the calculations and said, right, okay, I can put in 10 million, I can put in 30 million points or arena points over the weekend or over X amount of time. You will then do the sums to say, can I actually get back the similar amount or better than I did from previously? So I guess this is the thing really for me, is if I want to get similar or better than what I was experiencing from the old scheme to the new scheme, I'm going to have to invest more time grind, which I don't personally have, into doing arena. Could I use arena boosts? Possibly. Will that improve things slightly? Maybe. But the same principle would be that I'd be doing the same thing using arena boosts when it comes to doing what I normally do against the new arenas. So that's really the thing. And that's really where I'm going to come to the final point of what's good and what's bad. Because unfortunately, there's a lot more that's bad that outweighs the good. So the good news is we've got Grandmaster Crystal Shards. Excellent. Bad news. The extent of grind and restrictions to arena are a bit meh. So the point about arena streak building, infinite streaks, death matches and stuff like that, which I'll probably have to do in a video tomorrow. I haven't had first-hand experience of this arena at the point of recording this video, so I'm going to have a little bit of a dissection and give my thoughts on it, because I do like grinding arena, by the way. It's streamlined, and there's a management term called keep it simple stupid, so I like the fact that it's 3 simple arenas. That's the only thing I like about that. It's just because it's 3 and it's not 5. Bad. Grind amounts. So the same amount I grind versus, which is here, this scenario, like the more I grind, I will get back. I have to grind more to get what I got previously. Bad. Arena will now require more time investment, as I said. That's basically comes with the one above. Arena scores are more likely to go up a lot. They are. 5-star, 6-star, I don't know. As you battle more between that 101 to number 1 position, it will be more fierce, it'll be more competitive, and I can see more being put in. Will we go back to the bad old days of 80 mil? Maybe. It's hard to know at this point. We have to wait until the Sunday results come in. And then good. More ranks have been added to arenas to get more opportunities to get 5 and 6 stars. So that's something. It's again, like, I'm trying to find some kind of like good points and some bad points about this. And it is tough. It's tough to find any kind of like overly outweighing good to the bad, because unfortunately there's a lot of things, as I said, that affect me personally. And maybe I'm being biased because it's affecting me personally, but I'm sure there's players out there experiencing the same problems. But one thing I'm all about is push it out, roll it out, let's test it, see if it's bad, give the feedback to Kabam and get Kabam to change it. That's what I kind of feel that it is kind of the thing, because I can't test this. It's not in CCP beta for me to test, so you don't necessarily know what's going to happen when it goes live. But I see cracks. I see cracks in it, to be honest. But yeah, so 6-star shard volumes increased, rank like up to 500, good. Gives an opportunity, but what will be that point, the lowest point of 500 cutoff, is going to be the biggest point. Is it going to be something ridiculous, something good? Is it going to be something like 20 odd mil is getting you at least position 500, which would be excellent, because that will be 4 to 8 mil more than you'd have to invest in order to get back a 5-star. featured or basic or stuff like that. That would be good. Or a lot less if it comes to the fact that players' desire for the 6-star basic is a lot less. And the same thing with the 5-star hero side of things. So that's the other thing to bear in mind as well. The Grandmaster Shards, I said, is something that's good about it. But again, it's trying to find something that's kind of really good about this. Yeah, and apart from that, yeah, 6-star shard volumes. Yeah, that's again, I'm trying to find something that's good. Achieving those may take a lot more investment by players, and that's the thing. Like, looking at this arena, it's good, but I say that you're just investing too much points in order to achieve a lot of stuff. So, but we'll have to see. As I said, we will see what happens when we put this to the test. When it goes live, we'll have a look at the arenas. I think everyone's going to do a test. I'm going to be testing it as well. Infinite streaks are going to be the most kind of important thing for me to test out to see if they're actually worth it. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on Arena. I thought I'd just do a bit of a deep dive on this to kind of give players perspective of what's coming in, what are the restrictions, am I affected versus how are other people feeling. Put in the comment section, do you think that under this new scheme, you will have more of a restriction to the amount of points that you put in? So for example, my scenario is, and as I said, 5.5 mil is what I do if I'm very busy. If I'm very busy, I'm working on stuff, then it means I have 5.5 mil to grind. And how I spread that across the arenas is going to be quite important. So where are you up to with this? Do you think that you will be getting less as a result of your time investment in grind that you normally do, or when you're the most busiest to grab a little chunk of units and kind of feel like it's been worth it? So put in the comment section. It'd be interesting to find out your take on the matter. I should be doing a live stream of Arena either today or tomorrow or something like that, and I will be doing a video to have a look at Infinite Streaks and as well having my take after this has been put in as to how it feels for players as well. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Check out some other content. See you soon. Bye bye.